that's cool.
Wait, I want to say
Someone want to say something? Sure, go ahead.
Most crying.
I feel like women would be a lot more submissive.
What's more crying?
And
W. Barney.
respectful.
Guys, let her fucking talk, man. Shut the fuck up in the back. Go ahead.
Oh, that's the nicest thing you said. I think women would be a lot more submissive and respectful to men if they weren't so constantly, like, disrespectful. I feel like a lot of men nowadays are very disrespectful. I mean, read your chat, for God's sakes. I mean, I know it's
W.
blurred
Barney.
from now.
Nowadays.
You're right.
Do you not read? They attack everybody. They call Fresh stuttering Stanley. They make fun of
Hold
him.
on.
They call
See,
me
you're cutting-
everything.
He does cut
Yeah,
people
man.
off. I see it now.
Hey,
Here, I'll let
John,
you
I am
finish.
not 5'8", nigga. Relax, man.
I know you're 5'7".
They all do.
All right, thank you, man.
All right, go, let her finish her thought, guys. Go
All
ahead.
right, man.
So you're saying men are disrespectful. Go ahead.
Are you done?
Bro, this is a man's podcast.
Okay. You're right.
Wait, who?
I
love
but
this
that's,
book.
I pretty much finished my thought. You have a bunch of simps paying $200 just to talk to you.
500.
Wait.
500.
So
my
you think
bad.
women? So your argument is
we
that
have
women
that
don't
too.
respect men because men don't respect them? You think?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm
Okay.
saying that you'd probably have a lot more people being respectful towards men if they were respectful towards
It's a good
women.
argument, though.
Like,
So I want to challenge you on that. So between her and I, who is disrespectful first?
You see, he keeps doing this with me, and then you expect
I
me
don't
not to be
think-
argumentative.
Just
I don't
answer the
think it's a
question.
competition.
No, just answer the question. It's not a competition. It's a yes or no
I
answer.
wasn't paying attention.
Well, maybe should have been a man. I don't know. I paid attention.
Yeah.
And then he says he's not disrespectful first. Your existence feels disrespectful, brother.
Well, your feelings are your responsibility, sister. So.
I wonder if it was women disrespecting men more
well,
first, and then them getting
so-
more disrespectful.
I think it's the
towards
people.
them.
Then it's a problem?
It's the
You know,
whole
no,
thing.
hold on. We
Or
actually
the
just
other
talked
way
about this like, maybe 10, 15 minutes
Look,
ago.
the chat's making fun of me right now.
I asked you guys. I went around the table and I said, "Do you think a majority of women respect a majority of men?"
No,
and
I'm
most of
saying
you
like
said,
the new era where it's like where
That's what
women
I'm
are
talking
more
about now.
disrespectful.
Women, all of you have pretty much agreed that a
Yeah.
majority of women don't respect a majority of men,
right.
correct?
But I just wonder where it came
Now
from.
let's switch it
like,
around.
Yeah.
If I took a majority of men, they absolutely respect the majority of women
Oh,
because
you fucking
those are the
kidding me?
simps. You know what I mean? Yeah, because most guys, right? The reason why chivalry is a thing is because most men are generally respectful to most
Oh
women.
no.
Overly.
You don't think so?
Oh.
There's not a single person that's watching this that is respectful.
Okay, you're talking about a very nuanced situation in this
We're talking-
podcast,
yeah,
in
we're
this
talking
chat.
about, like,
But in
everything.
general, in your everyday experiences with men, etc., men exhibit way more respect to females than women exhibit to men.
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
No.
Why do you disagree then? Go ahead.
No, I
I
get
think men will look at a girl and immediately judge them. We can't wear what we want. We can't.
Do you think
We
that
can't
maybe? Go ahead.
live
Sorry.
in
Go ahead.
See, you do it a lot, Bart.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Just like everyone is considered a slut and a dumb person
Or a cum
just for
bucket.
being cute, even though half of us are in relationships, half of us
Not
are very
half.
successful. Okay.
Well, half now.
Three
I
out
choose
of
not to
seven.
be, by the way. I'm happy with that.
People are successful. People are in relationships. I mean, I'm in school to be an anesthesiologist, like, but everyone will still call me a whore and say that I'm
Triggered 3 tipped
stupid, which
$50.
doesn't make any
Triggered
sense.
3 ranted
Here
from
we go.
Rumble and says men do not treat you with respect when you act like men.
Well,
Damn.
point out when I act like a man. Tell me.
Would you? I would like to say
Tell me,
something.
Biggie.
So, for you, do you think that because you work in a profession where not necessarily the most respectable men attend that, you think you get some disrespect from like a?
I don't get any disrespectful men that come in there.
Well, then, yeah,
I get all the
yeah,
simps.
Make my point.
But I think it's the ones that people that are usually in power that are the ones that are disrespectful because they have power, they have money, and they're able to talk to whoever any type
And that
of
is
way.
what percentage of men?
I have no idea. I haven't looked
minority.
it up.
Because they're rich and powerful.
Minority.
I wish we had
actually
the means
power
to look it up.
corrupts no matter the gender.
Yeah, men and women.
I am, and just also entitled men, even men that have nothing. Men can still be very entitled and have absolutely nothing.
Women can as well.
I would argue women are more entitled than men by
Way
far.
more.
Yeah,
Entitled.
way more.
I'm
by
not.
far.
I'm
That's why
not.
the passport boys, we up, motherfuckers.
I'm not refuting
Is that like a
Yeah.
group?
That's whatever.
It's a global movement, and you're not invited. I'm sorry.
Why not? Like I want to know about it.
Because I told you,
It's
there's
a bunch of
passport
dudes
bros.
with small dicks.
So it's
there's
just
pa-
bros.
It's passport bros.
It's a bunch
there's
of
passport
dudes with
hoes.
small
There's just-
penises who
No,
John
like that's a serious
manages.
question. Like,
Wait,
this
wait,
is in
wait.
business.
Wow,
Like, this is a
really?
serious question.
She just told me I had the biggest dick, and now she says I have the small dick. Like, which
She
one is
said
it? Which
everybody
one is
but
it?
you.
I'm
Barney.
conflicted. I can't
Show
tell.
us.
If this is really your like business or whatever, I'm like genuinely asking you what it is.
What in what?
The
what do you mean?
passport bros. Like, I'm genuinely trying to figure
I'm
out.
not. It's not my business. Passport Bros is an organic movement that has happened. I just happen to own the only centralized
movement.
community.
Good for
Like
you,
the
it's
civil
dope.
rights movement, like Black Lives Matter movement, like a movement
Bigger
like
than the
that.
civil rights movement.
Wait, did you start it?
Did I start it?
Did you start it?
I
Like,
wish.
Did you put the
I
name on
wish.
it?
Why
You're
is that
like,
a thing?
this is
'Cause I
my
thought it
thing.
was you.
I'm the first
You're
ever.
a pay.
No, I wish I did.
Tipped $50. Europe ranted from Rumble and says this med student 304 with the bow Instagram is only bikini photos and pics where she's half naked laying on top of
And
other
I'm a
women.
model, and I
Why
got a
would men
higher
not
degree
view
you'll
you
ever
as a
have.
hoe?
Well, that's very
Don't
important.
care, have a
actually,
boyfriend.
So
What
very
degree do you
interesting
have?
because I actually was going to ask you about this because you said that men don't respect girls. We can't dress the way that we want, etc. You had said that,
Yeah.
and we can't be cute. I don't think there's a problem with women like being cute. I think when women dress a certain way, it sends a certain image, and then people judge you on that. Like,
For sure.
for example, let's say I went up to let's say you were
Well, that's
single,
not
right?
okay.
And I went up to you in a nightclub, but I had like this baggy white tee on and like some jean shorts that were like to my calves. Would you give me a chance?
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, right.
The answer was
It depends
I
on how
like
you
that
come. It's not
outfit.
about what
It's
you
my
have
type.
on.
I like baggy.
It depends on how you come
Anyway.
in.
The chance you're gonna get is ranch or blue cheese, and that's it.
Yeah, the reality is that most women would reject me because my clothing style is strange and outdated, and maybe urban, more
Strange.
lower socioeconomic status. So most women would reject me. Why did they reject me? Because I put a certain image out there, and they judge me on that image. They might not know that
Most
I'm a
women wear.
Nobel Prize winner or I'm a doctor or whatever. Because people only judge a book by its cover, and then they decide if they want to open up the book and read the pages. That's the world that we live in. And I would
Yeah.
argue women judge a book by its cover way more than men do. But the thing is that we don't have time to sit there and get to know everyone and get their life story. We judge a book by its cover. So if you dress provocatively, people are going to assume things. It is what it is.
There's
I
a
gotta get up out
difference
of Miami.
between assuming and insulting, I believe.
Yeah.
Because I could assume
Oh,
that you're
of
broke and you're dressed a certain way, but I'm gonna tell you, hey, you're a bum, broke fucking bitch. You're bum. You look disgusting. You're a bum, disgusting man.
Yeah.
You're
but-
dirty. You're a disgusting man. You're broke.
Well, here's
you
the
look
thing,
gross.
and that's
you're
fair
broke.
enough. That's
you're
fair enough.
Like over and over and over. Do you understand what I mean?
Here's the thing. You don't have to say it. The actions dictate it, right? So like if a guy comes up to you and he looks a certain way and you reject him, even though you didn't know these other things about him, you took an action, you rejected him because you assumed those things.
So silently do that. As men, silently do that to women. That's not your
They
type.
do.
Move on. No, they
They do.
don't. Look
No.
at that chat. They're over here
You're
mad
using-
that
you're
I'm
using-
gonna be an anesthesiologist, but I look sexy
No,
like
no,
that.
they're-
They hate
you're
that
using,
shit.
Look. You're just using this chat right here is not
No, you don't.
the real world. This is a podcast with
the
almost 30,000
internet.
people watching, etc. This is not the everyday life of you walking around and being an individual. I'm saying in general, when you're living in the real world, people judge a book by its cover.
Yes.
And if you put yourself out in a certain way, people are going to assume certain things. Now, they just mentioned on your Instagram that you have certain photos of yourself, right, where you're
shit.
scantily clad, whatever it may be. People aren't going to sit there and be like, damn, I wonder if she's studying anesthesiology. They're going to assume that you're a bimbo, unfortunately. You might not be, but they're going to assume that. That's just kind of the world that we're in.
Well, I
Do you
don't
know how much
see
they-
you half naked on the beach and me assuming, oh, he's a hoe.
Are we the same? Men and women?
Okay, let's use his example. I don't see you dressed as a bum and like he's a fucking bum.
Yo,
Let me
let her
tell
talk,
him.
man. Sorry, go
That's
ahead.
it. I'm not
Sure.
gonna make that assumption.
your IG's
Maybe
crazy.
that's just me.
What
Thank
what
you.
degree? What degree do you have? Because you said you had a better degree than the guy in the chat.
Pre-med.
You have that degree,
She's in school for
I'll
it.
graduate in the fall.
Man, Bill, sure, man. IG, let's go.
but you said you had a degree.
Okay,
Bro,
so
this
invite
is
me
a-
back here in
this is
6
her
months
IG
and
right
I'll
now.
tell you that I have it.
Pre-med what? Pre-med these nuts.
Pre-med.
What the fuck, man?
So you can't be a model and be a pre-med student?
Yeah,
you look hot.
No, they hate that shit. They hate when we're sexy and have a degree.
Well,
The thing is, I think
he's
it's
just-
focusing on your sexuality.
Like, right.
Bro, why are you screaming? Like,
What
we can
is,
all hear
I
it.
was
What the fuck,
kinda-
man?
Wow.
I watched his other podcast. I was kind of hoping he would put me on there.
Pre-med nuts, man.
Yeah.
Did you pass
Anyways,
organic chemistry?
The fuck is this shit, man?
When Chris
course.
speaks, we should
One
all
and
just be
two.
quiet and give him
Crazy.
attention.
One and
Wait,
two,
wait.
baby.
Who's that?
Yeah, so
She's calling me
thank
baby
you,
now.
lady.
now I
Don't flatter yourself. I have a boyfriend.
You're flattering me. It's all good.
But you a cheap bitch.
She called Barney baby.
So
I think Barney's cute. I think
Barney's
Barney's
nuts.
cute.
if you
I'll take
if
it.
you put yourself out in a certain way, right? Like that's just kind of what's gonna come with it, right? Like, and I know you mentioned, well, what if you were a guy and you're on the beach naked? Well, men don't have the same sexual leverage that women do. That's a terrible comparison.
You're right.
So
That's why I went back to
I
yours.
consider that a privilege.
But I feel like you're.
it is.
You
It
said
is.
what's
you
a
were.
privilege?
That what you just said.
Women being able to
yeah.
sexualize themselves on the beach.
That's what I was trying to say
Yeah, that's
earlier.
my
Don't
argument.
agree to
earlier.
that. It's going to make you
Yo,
look better.
That's why they
No,
live
no,
an
no,
easier
I'm
life.
agreeing that
I've
that's a
seen.
privilege that they can do it.
They can do it and not be judged, and we can't. Now she's a whore because she has on a bikini and she's modeling on her page.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the
I'm
thing, like.
answering the phone.
Well, she's
Men-
kind of focusing
if
on her body,
okay,
though, like,
you do you ladies like understand that like even a dude that's like a celebrity, like he's not gonna get
I
as
actually
much
hate
attention.
That photo.
He's not gonna get as much attention as like
Velma?
a regular girl.
Chris.
You do understand that, right?
I'm
Like
sorry, I got
What?
distracted by my ass. What were you saying?
Were you
What?
Velma in that photo? Were you Velma
As
from Scooby-Doo?
celebrity, what
It
it-
is. It's
like,
for
like
Halloween.
what level of celebrity are you talking about?
yeah,
I'm
what?
saying, right? Like her, for example, right? Relatively, you know, she's not famous, right? But she's probably going to go ahead and get more pull on her Instagram or get more attention than a celebrity guy because sexuality sells. Like
Yes.
status doesn't matter to men, but it matters to women.
Right.
So what I'm saying is that if you put yourself out in a certain way and you sexualize yourself, men are going to sexualize you in response. But the problem is that women never want to take the accountability to understand that, okay, I'm sexualizing myself. This is what comes with it.
Wait, I do.
Like, yeah, no, I
You're
get
right.
it. So you can't really be mad if like men don't
not
take you
mad.
seriously.
Oh, I'm
if
definitely
you,
not
I'm not looking
mad.
for
Act
a
a
man
certain
like
way.
I
that.
have a
but-
boyfriend. Anyone who's willing to like understand, like that's the
Wait,
type of person that I
boyfriend?
want to be with. Yes, boyfriend. Sorry.
Simp, cuck.
I would argue. So
You're
you
a
said you
pay.
want to be a doctor, right?
Tipped $50.
Anesthesiologist.
Europe ranted from
Anesthesiologist.
Rumble and says I make 500k at a FANG company. Don't care if you are pre-med.
You're
Get into med
nobody.
school and talk.
You're
Also
nobody.
stop the cap. You look like a Thai transformer. Also you model for Playboy.
It's the
You are
British
gross.
accent. It makes it funny when they
It's,
do
that-
it's him paying money
the
to
Thai,
speak to
the
me.
Thai
right?
transformer,
Like,
Thai transformer
am I
is
famous?
transgender.
I feel
So
famous.
you mentioned, right? You mentioned
my
that you have a
I feel
boyfriend or whatever.
important.
Flat, flat,
I'll be-
flat.
I'll be brutally honest here. I think it's very disrespectful that you have a boyfriend and you have photos like that of yourself on the internet.
Yeah, facts.
It's a good thing I'm not dating you.
Haram.
Oh,
Okay.
Hit the haram.
It is
So
wrong.
again,
wow.
Haram.
the difference between me and your boyfriend is that if he was able to say how he really feels without losing you as a girlfriend or whatever, he would probably prefer that you don't have pictures like that on the internet.
Well, I had it
And he
before
probably,
him.
So,
yeah,
Okay,
well,
so now you have him.
Hold
if you
on.
respect him, ask him, hey, babe, should I take these down for you?
He takes my pictures. He takes some of my pictures. So
Period.
He supports. Yeah. My
Hey, hold on,
boyfriend's
hold on.
thebomb.com.
Hold on,
Very
he might
good.
take it, but ask him deep down, babe, do you like this picture being on social media?
He'd be like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah. And then
Yeah.
he fucks me right after.
Yeah.
Fuck
He
yeah.
should.
it's
Honestly,
because
like that.
He
she
wants a
runs a
bad
relationship.
bitch. Like, what
She
am I
runs a
supposed to
relationship.
stop being a bad bitch?
Yeah.
You're not
No.
a bad
If you
bitch.
can't handle
You
a
are
bad
not
bitch, don't date
bro.
one.
That's like
You are not.
asking a Victoria's Secret model to stop being a Victoria's Secret model just because you get in a relationship.
Right.
Like,
that's
Right.
right.
she gonna stop posting lingerie? She gonna stop being sexy? No, you want to date a Victoria's Secret
You're
model.
trying
That's
to
what
be
you're
an
gonna get.
anesthesiologist.
And I can't be
You're,
sexy
you're not
and be
trying to be
that.
a model. You're trying to be an anesthesiologist.
And
You do understand when you go to med school, you're going to go through a board and they're going to analyze your social media and they're going to want you to have a certain type of professional look, correct?
And AI is going to be way more developed. You can find you faster.
Flat, flat,
Like-
flat,
Like,
flat,
if you made that
flat,
argument and you were like an
flat,
OnlyFans
flat.
model or you were a porn star or something, you might have some credence to your argument. But you're literally trying to go into a very small professional world where image matters.
Can I
so
tell you
So you're telling me,
something?
and matter of fact, you're going into a profession where it's
can
important
cross
to
that
be
bridge when you
really
get
good at what you do.
Where
It's the
life
most
is
super
on the
profession.
fucking line,
If
bro.
you go ahead and you give them an incorrect dose, they fucking die.
Yes.
People are literally putting their life in your hands to
Yeah.
put them under. Do you think they're gonna go with you?
Hell no.
Or the guy that doesn't have that profile, or the girl that doesn't have that type of stuff
Hell
on her
no.
Instagram? Social media matters, ladies. It does.
can I tell you something?
All right, go ahead.
I have. You can search them up if you'd like.
Go ahead.
I have 2 people that own plastic surgery companies.
Got 2?
2, yeah.
Only?
Well, I don't want to
Only?
name the name on chat, but I
Do
can
it.
tell you later if you can. No, I don't want. I don't know if they would like me to do that. But they want to hire me
Sure.
immediately.
Of course.
Immediately. Do you want to see the DMs? I don't have my phone.
For
Y'all
sex?
my feet.
For sex?
Like,
What the fuck? You
How
gonna say, you know
naive.
what? Nah,
It's a woman.
You are
It's
not
a woman
bad-
who owns
She's
it.
bisexual, man.
Oh, she's bisexual and married. That's crazy.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen, man. Married girls be fucking, man.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? That's after med school and the board and everything else like that. Like that's after, way after.
I also have 4 friends.
I'm having a time of my life,
Sophia
Chris. Keep it
Barkin,
going.
she can look her up on her. She's a nurse. You can see
a
on
nurse?
hers.
4 friends is a nurse?
4 friends that are nurses.
Man, she a hoe, man.
Who cares?
Yo, she a nurse, man. She a hoe, man.
What do you do?
Okay.
Yo,
He works the
What's your
soundboard.
GPA?
I do hoes.
What's your IQ?
I do hose. That's
Anyway.
the funniest
I
thing he
do
said all night.
hoes.
That's the funniest thing he said all
Let me
night.
just, let me just, let me just,
Let's finish up here.
here, I just,
It's way too easy, man.
look, you do whatever you want.
I feel like being
Right.
a sexy anesthesiologist will help people pass
Bro,
out
you
a
are
little
not sexy,
easier.
man.
So.
No, the anesthesia.
She's making fun of it.
will
Let
make
me-
them pass
Talking.
out.
Let me just get my thought out. Let me just get
I
my
know
thought out.
nobody's fat asses over there are talking to me.
Flat face,
Not me.
flat.
Come on,
Fat.
All right,
hold on.
All right. So let me just ask you a question real
Tip
fast.
$50. Son, I ranted
this,
from
I'm gonna-
Rumble and says to the girl that's a pre-med, just like the girl on Monday, I saw your Instagram and you have no behind. You are flat.
That's kind of funny.
It's the reading. I'm telling you.
So funny. It's how it says it.
Flat face, flat ass,
Let me
man.
ask you a question. So let's say, right, you become an anesthesiologist, right? Let's say you become an anesthesiologist.
I wish I had a fat
Can
ass
everyone
like
be quiet
him.
while I just go through this, please?
Sorry.
Let him get his thought out.
Let's say you work really hard, you do, your 8 to 10 years of schooling and your residency and everything else like that, and you finally become an anesthesiologist and you save up $250,000 and you're like, you know what? I want to go buy that new Mercedes G-Wagon I've had my eye on, right?
Ew. I hate G-Wagons. Go
Okay.
ahead.
What's your dream car then? Go ahead.
Like a Ferrari.
Sure.
Or no,
Okay,
a
even
Corvette.
better.
Corvette.
Okay, 70 to 100,000. Okay, let's say you save up that money, right?
Corvette.
And you go ahead and you grab that Corvette,
Yes, like a pink one.
right? So you go, you get that 70K Corvette, you buy it cash, you've worked really hard to get it, you get it, drive it off the lot. A week later, the guy that you bought it from, the salesman, comes to your house and says, hey, I know I sold you this Corvette and everything else like that, but look, man, I got to keep the for sale sign on it, and I got to be able to, show it off when I need to. How'd you feel about that?
I'd be like, isn't the car mine?
Right.
Okay, fair enough. Good. That's it.
I know
That's
where
it.
he's going with this analogy. He's gonna be like, he's a man, and aren't you the Corvette? Go ahead and compare me to Corvette.
Debbie Barney.
Yeah. Well,
So you, Barney.
Debbie Barney in the chat.
yeah. That is you're correct about the analogy.
I know you're very predictable.
Yeah. No. Good. So I want you to understand. That's how men look at their women a lot of the times. I know people
Like
say
Ferraris and Corvettes.
no. They look at it as a prized possession that they worked really hard to get and earn, and they want to be the only one to drive it and show it off.
Well, I guess I have a different kind of man.
Yeah, cuck.
We realize, yeah.
A fucking cuck. Like, and that's the thing.
A what?
A cuckold. Like, the thing is that men that actually care about their girl put boundaries and regulations and rules in place to protect the girl because they know there's perverts out there. They don't want guys all over the place. And then here's the other thing. If I knew my girl wanted to be an anesthesiologist, right? I'd be like, this doesn't even help you with your career in the future. It only hurts you.
Facts.
Like, why do you have these photos of yourself on the internet? Now I get it. He met me this way. Fair. He met you this way. What I'm saying is that as a woman, it's your job to take the for sale sign off. Now, if you don't want to take the for sale sign off, that's fine. That's fantastic. You want to go ahead and keep marketing yourself? That's cool. But you can't expect someone to take you seriously. You're always going to be leased. Never actually
stop.
Well, I
purchased.
can pitch
30.
into this because of my career. So there was a point where I would have given up, with that masculine energy. I would have given up everything, honestly, and I was okay with that because but I stopped doing certain things and da da da. But he was like that fake masculine energy, which is
Yes.
what I'm
Ooh.
afraid of in the States.
Speak on that.
Because you get that a lot, and they project they're serious, this and that. But then at the end, it was just this fake masculinity. And thank God I didn't get rid of literally everything. because, you know, and it was scary.
Well,
but that
that's-
happens a lot in the States, like, honestly.
Well, that's-
you know, and I
that's-
travel a lot. I go to other
That's
countries.
not. I'll tell you. That's called getting finessed, and that's happened around the
No,
world.
I'm not. Yeah, but you know, it's not literally just getting finesse. It's not just like, you know, within like a short period of time. It's because like true emotions are there, and it's not because the guy has money, not because he looks a certain way. It's because you know, personality.
Yeah,
and,
but
like, real
also,
emotions.
I don't want to sound like an asshole, but if you're a woman and you're involved in sex work, you're never going to get a guy to take you seriously. You're doomed.
It is.
No,
kind of
and
pretty
you know,
much
I'm
doomed.
not saying that, you know, you're wrong, like, at all. I get it, you know, and I'm okay with being single, and I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
You know, I love myself. I love people.
Like, I wouldn't take any. If I was a porn
Like,
star
no
or a
offense, but
stripper,
like everyone that has met me has loved me, like, in, you know, personality-wise, which that sounds fucking crazy. I get it. I know.
No, it doesn't.
But yeah,
You're great.
but it's the truth, and I love, like, I love it. Like, I love my life. I love everything. So
Very good.
yeah,
You
I
know,
think
I love
as
that
a woman, right? If you're involved in sex work, you need to have the ability to just understand that most men are, if they ever tell you about taking you serious or whatever, they're lying. They're
yeah. Well, no.
It's
yeah,
never.
yeah,
It's the
right.
equivalent of a man dating if he has a kid. It's like it's just a big fucking monkey on your back.
Yeah, it's just not gonna.
And you gotta
happen.
be upfront about it. Up front.
But yeah, for you with the Corvette thing, I know you're like, I'm not a car, but I'm just trying to explain to you how men view their women, right? It's like you would look at
luxury vehicle.
Dandy Dandiden.
You're right.
Tipped $50.
Oh.
Dandy Dandiden ranted from Rumble and says a wise man once said, never ask a man his salary, never ask a woman her age, never ask an IG model what she did in Dubai.
You're an IG model now.
I'm literally not even an IG model. I don't even
you
have
are
that many
now.
They're not talking
But
about
that's
you.
how
They're
they
not talking
see
about
you,
you.
They're
because you're
talking about the
pretty.
girl in Dubai.
But
Yeah.
not the IG model is not.
It's
into
a,
you.
Anyway, do you understand that comparison? I mean, look, you keep your pictures up. I don't.
She
it's
won.
not my
She won
business.
by making
I'm just
fun of
telling
me.
you that
She won.
that
I
that
did.
is the functional equivalent to
Y'all
cheating
are so
for a
funny out
woman.
here.
Like if you have like provocative photos of yourself on the internet and you're still with your guy, you didn't make your profile private or something. I'm not telling you not to have an Instagram, but like if you have these pictures up and you're with someone,
No, because at the end of the day, I'm fucking him. I'm coming home to him. He can go through my phone. I don't have a single
It's
other
definitely a
man
new
in my phone
mentality.
except for maybe the
Stop
man
the
that
cap.
DM'd me to ask me
Stop
to be
the
on this
cap.
podcast.
okay, but
who I don't
but do you
follow.
understand optically how it can be questionable
Being
from an
sexy?
optics standpoint? Yeah,
I don't know. Ask literally every other Victoria's Secret model that has.
you're not a Victoria's
had
Secret model.
Doesn't matter.
Like
It does not matter.
Myron.
It's the same
What about-
pictures. It's lingerie. There's still
But you're
skinny
not a
women
Victoria's
posting.
Secret model. You don't earn
Maybe I'm
an
trying to
income or a
become
living from
one.
the. No, you're trying to be an
How do you
anesthesiologist.
become one?
You're
Maybe
trying
I
to be an
want to do that on the side, baby. You don't know what I want to do.
Be
on
an
the side.
anesthesiologist and a Victoria's Secret model?
I'll pick whichever one comes to me first.
And I'm proud
Hashtag.
to
What
be
about
an
men who's not
American.
wearing
At least I know I'm
my
free.
plan
We
A
are
is to be
America.
a
You can
model.
do
My
whatever.
plan B is to be an anesthesiologist.
What's
Like,
the 304?
Boo, pick
What
another
about
song.
if man not
Not
posting
that
any
one.
of the pictures and you cannot see the
Alright,
cheating
we,
part of that? So like this is
I'll
kind of
delete 'em when I'm 30.
judgmental.
Yeah.
Man not gonna post the pictures because you are keeping your face on, your reputation, but you gonna cheat.
What?
This is a
Cheat.
bit
You're gonna cheat.
judgmental.
Like, you're gonna cheat
Man
on.
cannot post any of it, and you're not gonna judge, but the man gonna cheat.
yeah, men still cheat even if
You
women are more
understand?
modest.
But if
like,
the women post anything, I'm married. I'm still have some photos on bikini. So what
Well,
would
you
I
married
do?
your guy for other reasons. But I mean,
He's over it.
No,
Are you
I'm
over
married
it?
for love. Believe it or not,
The love of America.
believe it or not,
If a woman is getting cheated on,
Believe
but the
it or
man has a
not,
bunch
I
of money, does
truly-
she leave him or not?
I'm from Ukraine. I
the
understand why
girl.
people do that here, but my intentions
would it be
was
very
very
smart to leave
pure.
him?
But I'm telling
You know how
like,
many- you know
men
how many-
still
Answer.
cheating here, and this is sex, and you have a
Valid.
judgment for women. Like this is America. People, what they do. This is all about that. This is all about sexuality. This is all about how you're making money on that.
that wasn't the
it.
point
That's
I
a
was
different
making.
country.
I was saying that as a woman, when you have photos of yourself like that on the internet and you have a boyfriend, that's like cheating for a man.
My man
It's
totally okay
common
with that.
fucking
Maybe
sense
for
in every other
you.
country in the goddamn world. But here you got to get out a goddamn Venn diagram and be like, hey, don't post half-naked photos of yourself because you're going to attract fucking predators.
I feel like the same thing
Period.
that people
Yeah.
love you for,
It's
will
100%.
turn out to be the same thing. Well, men, the same thing that men love you for would turn out to be the same thing that they hate you for.
That's your relationship experience,
Bruh.
baby.
no, I'm talking about.
No,
I'm
just
based off what
saying.
y'all are
I'm just saying. You attract a man.
That's a lot of people's
That
relationship
you, once you
experiences,
attract a man, take the for sale sign sign off. That's all I'm saying. I'm not telling you not to have these pictures. I'm saying if you get the guy,
Yeah.
it's on you to like take the for sale sign off. But
Okay.
women want to keep the for sale sign
But
on.
is it wrong for
But
him
real
to
quick,
like?
It's only about boundaries.
Is it wrong for
What
the
is good
for
for
sale
who?
sign to
Look.
still be on?
Real
Yes,
quick,
what
real
the
quick. What if
fuck?
I took
Yes.
down? What if I took off the for sale sign? I'm out here looking Mormon. I'm looking fucking modest as shit.
Yeah.
Perfect, great.
You gonna dial back the masculinity?
And I dial back the
All
masculinity.
right, we got a winner here.
Okay, I'm perfect. But then he goes and he starts seeking out OnlyFans models.
Exactly.
Then he violated the contract, and that's on him.
But now he makes more money. He's
like
a
that
smart
answer.
guy. He whatever. He's doing other things
Do
right.
you have the last name?
No,
No, I mean, do you have his last name? Like you was main girl?
no. Oh, I mean, yes, you were his
Then
main
shut
girl.
up and stop
but-
crying.
Okay.
That's just that's the game. Like if you're gonna be with a guy that's exceptional, you need to make exceptions as a woman. Like dudes that have money and status are always gonna want to fuck other bitches. We're like, if you get that caliber of guy, you get a 1% guy, you got to deal with 1% problems. Is every single guy gonna cheat?
Yeah.
That
But
makes
that's
it okay?
annoying, and that's what makes women the way that they are, though.
Not only 1%
Like,
cheating.
that's okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's.
exactly.
I'm just saying.
That's
yes, you're
true.
right.
She's
yeah,
right.
regular guys
We're
will
all
cheat too.
cheating.
You're right.
You're right. But what I am saying is that if you're with a guy that has money, you need to
Barney's
accept it
cheating,
even
bro.
more.
Okay, so why can't a guy be with a sex worker if everyone's gonna like, you know?
Yeah.
Just turn
right.
off her mic, Chris.
So-
It's okay.
So
Because
having
you
money-
fucking a bunch of dudes is not the same as me fucking a bunch of girls at all.